Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys my art portfolio that got me accepted into Pratt, Parsons, SAIC, MICA, Art Center, SCAD, and waitlisted but eventually rejected by RISD. Disclaimer, I had no idea what I was doing this year. I should have started my portfolio probably the end of my junior year, but I ended up starting my portfolio around August or September of my senior year. And I really slacked throughout the year too. I just had no motivation really to draw. I'm not even gonna attend art school, sadly. If I had to choose, I would have chosen to attend Pratt because they gave me half off tuition scholarship, or Art Center. But I'm attending Berkeley instead, which isn't bad. I don't know. We'll see where life takes me. But yeah, I think each school required 12 to 20 pieces, or even more. I don't remember. My tip is to start early, do your research, and also each school has different assignments. So RISD had a certain assignment, and then I think Parsons had a certain assignment. So just make sure you pre-plan for those and not do them the last minute like I did. So, oh yeah, and Art Center also required a video. You have to film a video of one of your pieces. So you have to keep that in mind when applying. And some schools will also give you a fee waiver, so please look out for that, because I got a couple fee waivers from a couple schools. I wish I had known this sooner when applying because I spent a lot of money on applications. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys my portfolio. Oh, another tip, I don't know, so my teacher gives us these paper portfolio bag things. I did not like them, so I bought this giant one, waterproof almost. So here is my first piece. Wait, can you see it? This is my first piece. I didn't really finish it, to be honest. I could use a lot more shading here, more depth and shadows or whatever. I named it Sonder because I kind of wanted to paint this feel of strangers that pass by each other. Or Sonder, I think Sonder means strangers. When you pass a stranger, it's you realize that each stranger you pass has a life that's complex, or a life that is as complex as your own. So that's why I put a couple people in here just walking, doing their casual daily things. But you never know what they're going through, what issues they have on in their life. So yeah, that's what I wanted to represent with this. This piece is called Miniature Memories, and what I did is it's a still life. The paper was the paper was 9 by 12 inches, and so I just pinned a whole bunch of stuff onto this piece of paper, and then I drew it. I drew the piece of paper with the stuff on it. I put all the things on there that are really dear to me, or that I had good memories with. So yeah, that's why I called it Miniature Memories. The third piece is this 1 hour still life of my dad. I know it looks kind of crappy, but I just wanted to show that I can draw from life. So I think I did this one a day before my application was due. I was like, hey dad, sit down and just work. I'm going to draw you and act like I'm not even here. So that's what I did. There's that. The next piece I have is a self-portrait I did in charcoal, and it's called As I See It. I don't know what I was seeing, but I think it made it look complex because I kind of looking away, you know. So there's that. Bro, the freaking hair on this one. The hair took so long. I'm not even talking about it, but this was most of my projects that you're gonna be seeing are 18 by 24 inches. So yeah, some schools require you to do a self-portrait. They require you to do some figure drawing. So look into those at the beginning of the school years, your requirements. They, still life, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I did Miniature Memories I think junior year, beginning of junior year, and then I did my self-portrait at the end of my junior year. These are just school projects that I included. The next piece I included was a sketchbook assignment of, I drew my culture basically. I'm Vietnamese if you couldn't tell. And yeah, that's all. I just wanted to show that I could do some fun coloring stuff. I don't really know. I don't know if it had an effect on my portfolio or not. Okay, so my next piece I called Invisible, and This is just an ink drawing that I did my sophomore year of high school that covered mental health. Yeah. And then I did like a second part. Oh wait, no, that was actually my freshman year. I did this ink drawing my freshman year. And then I did like a second piece to it, which is called Relief. This is a drawing I did, I think, my sophomore year of high school, which also represented like my mental health of me just being done with everybody's BS and being done with school. And so all this like stress is just coming out of my head. Like basically the girl holding it is like she's holding her mask, right? On the outside she looks fine, whatever, right? And then she's taking off the mask, and then what's like real, what's really inside is coming out. So that's why I call it Relief. Next piece I included. So this one I didn't really like, but whatever. I think I did this one my sophomore year of high school. Sorry, I keep looking this way because I have a mirror there. This is another piece called Home. It's not my home, but it's my mom's home. It's Vietnam. And this is an ink piece, a perspective piece. I included this one because I just wanted to show that I knew how to draw perspective and that I could do line work, like line variation. Not much to it. Okay, my next piece is a triple cut paper piece that I called Serenity. I don't know how to pronounce that. But I just had 3 layers of paper, and I included this one because it's like a different media. It's different, has multiple layers. I thought it was interesting. This is a 12 by 12 piece. That one, it took me, I stabbed my fingers so many times. But yeah, actually, I'm really happy with how that piece turned out. The next piece I included was called Nutrients, and this is a still life. So what I did was I just set up like whatever I had around my house in my room with like a fabric sheet, and then I shined a light. I put like where I wanted the lighting to be, because I think lighting, like you have to do lighting properly to really make the piece come together. This is a soft, this is a soft pastel piece. Can you see it? This is soft pastel. This is my first soft pastel ever, and chalk pastel. So I had like soft pencil pastel. Some of this stuff, like this pill bottle, I don't know why, but like the paper didn't let me color on it. So there's some spots missing, but I like how I did the glass. I think it's cool. I named it Nutrients because, what did I say? Oh, I said this is a still life that I set up. Each object brings some sort of nutrients to its beholder. It's like the pills. Oh my god, this one's so embarrassing. Guys, don't make fun of me. So this one I called Memory Making, and I just BS this one, right? You can totally tell I just BS this one. I just showed this one because I wanted to show that like I could make 3D things like pretty accurately. I could replicate it. This one, I hated this project so much because I was very much a perfectionist back my sophomore year, and what I did was I measured, so for like the camera, I measured that diameter and then I scaled it up. I scaled each one up, so everything is like perfectly scaled to the smaller version. The girl, oh my god, I made it the day of the application. It was so stupid. Next, I included 3 ceramic pieces. This first one is called Ramen. Obviously it's ramen, and it's like a container, so I made the top part of the ramen, the lid, and then the bowl, the container part. Yeah, I did this one my freshman year, and I just included it for diverse media. Okay, so the second ceramic piece I include is called A Healing Touch. So for my school assignment, I had to like choose a Bible verse and make it into a sculpture, and I don't remember what the Bible verse was, but this is what I wrote. I said, I was inspired by a Bible verse that I read. The hand represents God. In the verse it stated how God can heal you. Here the hand that embraces the broken heart helps it grow into something beautiful. So yeah, man, this hand honestly was not my best work. It kind of like dried really fast, so I couldn't make it smooth, but I think I did okay. And then my third ceramic piece that I'm actually pretty proud of, I called it Dad's Koi Pond because it's inspired by my dad's koi pond. And this is a sgraffito piece, so like I just scratched all the detail in. I think I got like a scholarship from this. I don't remember. So yeah, I really like this one. It was really hard to do, but really fun. Okay, another one Yeah, I just BS this one too. This is called Growth. I just stuck a whole bunch of dried flowers in there, like, so this is this was freaking hard, right? So my art teacher like set up this plastic skeleton thing in the middle of the room, and where you sat was where you draw it. So yeah, this is in-person observational drawing. I did some figure drawing just to show that I could draw people pretty fast. Like, these were all 2-minute poses. It looks really bad, but I just wanted to show that I knew the basics, right? Next I did sketchbook to show like my thought progress, because I wanted to show that I do think out a lot of my projects beforehand, and I do sketches. So I called this the sketchy sketchbook. Yeah, so it's whatever. This one is called Kimono. This one was really hard to do because I think I did this one like the beginning of my the beginning of my junior year, and it's colored pencil on black paper. I just showed this because I felt like I wanted to show off my colored pencil skills. And this one I did a lot of research for. Like, I had to research what the hair pieces were called and, like, you know, where they went. This one's called Skater Boy, because it's a skater boy. And yeah, I didn't get that creative with the names. I just drew this one because I wanted to show that I could draw perspective, because as you can see, his feet and his hand is closer, so I wanted to show that I could draw that, and then also wanted to show that I could draw in different styles. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. This one like took me not that long, maybe like 3 hours. 3 hours or a bit more, actually. I did this one like the night before it was due for my art project. Okay, so this next one is called The Imperfect Perfectionist. I also kind of BS this one. This is a gouache drawing, and I wanted to just experiment, or I wanted to show that I could experiment with like different color tones. So obviously this is like the cool tones. Man, this one was hard to draw because I don't really know how to draw humans, to be honest, like their bodies and like the perspective. I'm still learning about that. It was kind of hard to paint this because obviously the colors are all different, so I had to imagine in my head like what the shadow colors would be, what the lighting, how like the lighting would affect the color. I am so pissed. I forgot to film a part of the portfolio. I don't know how I did that. Alright, so this next one, oh my goodness, I did this in like 5 hours, I think. I did this the night before the application was due because I just wanted to throw an acrylic painting in there. It's a 12 by 12 painting. I made this painting to speak up against the racism happening, especially, you know, during the whole pandemic. The tape represents like taking off the stereotypes of like Asians being the model minority. I wish I could have executed this better because it is not my best painting. I really rushed. This next piece is called Tangled Thoughts, and it's a self-portrait, and I'm just going to read what I wrote. I said, the subject of anxiety inspired this drawing. Personally, when I feel overwhelmed and anxious, I write my tangled thoughts into a journal to organize them. This self-portrait is a representation of that. So basically the yarn is the tangled thoughts, and then the knitting is journaling. There you go. Actually, I really like this piece. This was like one of my favorite pieces that I made. Alright, so another thing I included was this ice sculpture that I made with 3 other people. So I designed the sculpture, and then we made it, and it was a very painful process, but we won. I think we won 2nd place in Artist's Choice, so I just wanted to show that like I can make 3D things. I mainly made the face, and then we worked as a team to make everything else, and I loved my team. They're really great. So yeah, I was team captain this year. That was something I kind of bragged about in my application. Alright, so the next piece I included was a lino cut, like printmaking piece, and it's called Sleep Paralysis. So this is what it looks like. I'm really proud of myself for this one because it was extremely tedious and hard to make. And yeah, so the girl in the picture is me. I struggle with sleep paralysis and like the fear that I feel when it happens, and that's what I wanted to portray in this video, or that's what I wanted to portray in this piece. This is a 9 by 12, by the way. Also, I'm looking down a lot because my like laptop is right here, and I'm like looking through my application to remember what I put. Now some advice, right? I said that you should start your portfolio earlier in the year because honestly, I didn't get to show off my whole skill set. For example, this is not that good. This is like my first acrylic painting really, but it's cute, right? I did an acrylic painting of my cousin and I wish I could have shown admission officers like that I could paint, sort of. It looks bland because I tried to blend acrylic paint. I was supposed to do that. But yeah, there's this, and there's another one that I did that was really outside the box, and it was like a shadow box thing. Box. I'll show it right here or right here. I don't know. But I did this with LED lights, and I really wish I could have showed the admission officers like what I was capable of. I don't know. So obviously my portfolio needed a ton of work, and I think it was decent, right, for the time that I had, but that's lesson learned. Who knows, maybe I'll apply again someday if I don't like Berkeley. Alright, anyways, that concludes the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any more questions, I'd be happy to answer them in another video or in the comments. You can DM me on Instagram if you want. My Instagram is mochi.lena. If you guys stayed till the end of this video, you guys are awesome. I know it's kind of a long video, but yeah, good luck on all of your guys' applications for next year, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.